tackle this sort of next issue around addiction and the overuse and the misuse of opioids in this country. It's an honor to have Martha Lawrence here. Martha spent 18 years as an executive at HCA, the Hospital Corporation of America, not necessarily what you might think of for a future Health 2.0 CEO, where she oversaw ambulatory surgery division there, doing strategic planning, managed care contracting. So she really understands sort of the inner workings of provider systems. About 10 years ago, she founded ExendoWave, which is a really revolutionary technology that correlates brainwaves with the perception of discomfort to give patients feedback of their mental and emotional distress, and it gives them, and it sort of supplements their ability to cope with their pain. So I won't spoil it because you kind of have to see it in action. Welcome, Martha, and after that, I'll come back and ask you and your co-founder a question.
Thank you, Indu. So more than 18,000 patients have used ExendoWave in an acute care setting. We have an 84% effectiveness rate. We do real-time assessment of discomfort and nausea, and AT&T and Samsung are our partners. And this is a selfie, and the patient says, "I love this thing. I'm currently using it at Southern Hills Hospital myself." Southern Hills is an HCA facility. And it really does gauge how you're feeling to change your experience. Wish it would deliver pain meds too, but definitely cool. So what is ExendoWave? ExendoWave utilizes full spectrum brain analysis and deep learning algorithms to monitor discomfort and actively distract patients. We have a Samsung tablet that's paired with an EEG headband, and the algorithm is on the tablet. So we're going to show you a quick demo. Try again. We'll go back. Should launch. All right, so this is our patient consent form. And if patients hit accept, they get to the cool stuff. And let's see if it does launch. I might need some help. We can get folks to do that for us. There we go. Okay, so you're going to see the actual patient tablet, and that's what it looks like. On the bottom left-hand corner, you're going to see a bold blue head that lights up, and that tells us that we've got a nice connection. And then you're going to start to see some brain waves. You're going to see the alpha wave and the beta wave. And the alpha wave is how relaxed you are. And in the hospital, we want that to be as flat as possible. We typically don't see that. We see waves in that particular wave, but that's the goal. That's where we'd like it. The blue wave is your beta wave, and that's your level of focus and attention. So as you're paying attention, it's going to go up and down. When you're not paying attention, it's going to be a little flat line, and that's sort of a zone out, which is normal. We pay attention, then we zone out. But it's really interesting to see your brain do that. So that's at the bottom of the screen. At the top of the screen, you're seeing on the left-hand side, the 5 faces, that's the discomfort scale. So we're correlating your brain waves with your perception of pain, discomfort, anxiety, stress. In the hospital, we tend to see the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th face light up. The 3 faces to the right, that's the nausea scale. And that's actually the first time we've had a nausea scale in our hospitals in the country. HCA asked us to develop that. Pain and nausea have different patterns in the brain. So in the hospital, we tend to see the 1st face, the 2nd face. In departments like oncology, the emergency department, surgery in PACU and recovery. On the left-hand side, we've got all kinds of cool content. So you are actually in the video clip section. And in this section, we start changing your content based on your brain waves. So whatever's calming you down and relaxing you, you see more of it. So I tend to see golden retrievers running around, but it's very individualized and personalized to you. Then the next section that you're going to see is games, and games have been popular with all age groups. We've got 1-year-olds who are swiping their fingers, doing coloring book games in the emergency department. Our seniors, they have all gotten the memo on brain health, and they are doing Sudoku and word search and solitaire. So popular with all groups. The next content that you're going to see is music, and that's actually been very popular on the floors at night because this is not your bedroom at home. You are hearing all kinds of noises and sounds, and staff visits you randomly in the middle of the night, and sometimes it's just really hard to go back to sleep. So we've got top 40, country, we've got all kinds of music. And then briefly, you're going to see that we have movies. We have 200 full-length movies. They're G and PG because we're in a hospital environment. And then lastly, if you have DirecTV at home, you'll be able to watch that as well. So this is our data. We've got between 3,300 and 3,400 surveys. 91% of patients enjoy using it. 84% say they feel more comfortable with this technology in the hospital. 76% say we understood how they were feeling, their pain or their nausea, and 87% like the content. This is just a quick slide to show you that we are measuring pain and discomfort in our hospitals. This is the ortho-neuro department. There's a number of surveys, and we're actually comparing our night shift to our day shift in terms of pain. In terms of value proposition, it's patient satisfaction. HCAHPS scores are soaring. The average department is up 5 to 8 points. We have some departments up more than 10. We are a clinically validated opioid alternative, which is why I think they have us here today. So I'll stop right there. Thanks very much.
So let's come on out over here. So joining us here is Carrie Jardin, who's the CTO and founder of Accento Wave, and you've been working on the technology platform here for many years. So I have two questions for you guys. One is that you are a clinically validated opioid alternative. How are you thinking ahead about the studies where are we going to go head to head and compare this, against sort of opioid prescriptions? How will we measure the ability to sort of see some reduction?
Right. So as a part of and I didn't get a chance to mention, we're part of a multimodal pain protocol. We're actually, they're attempting to use less Exparel, but as a part of that, we're measuring opioid usage and less usage with Accento Wave being involved. So it's a part of the protocol.
Great. And then to you, Carrie, one of the ways that we could imagine this platform growing is going onto a mobile platform or going into the home. What are there plans for that? And as we kind of go outside of the institutional setting.
Oh, absolutely, and that's why AT&T is our partner.
Yeah. So tell us a bit more about that.
AT&T's goal is to connect the patient when they're at home. Mm-hmm. So being able, we heard some talks about sensors. Well, this is a sensor on the brain, understanding a patient's level of discomfort and nausea, that they can connect with somebody directly over the AT&T network through their tablet.
That's great. And so I think that's going to be something we'd love to see from you guys as it's ready, because I think people leave the hospital with that pain medicine prescription, and it sort of trouble kicks in, sort of weeks and months later, and that would be a point at which if they had access, this would be great.
Yeah.
So thank you both for joining us here today, and good luck.
Thank you.